Hello? Hello? Ah! Hello? How's everyone doing today? I was about to hit the back button on BlueStacks and then realized that does not actually change the scene. That does not change the scene on Streamlabs. Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome, Keijo Kreos, LTE. Welcome, everybody. So today we're playing Arknights, and we're gonna be reading the story. I don't know how that's gonna go. There's a lot of reading in Arknights, so I have a strange sinking feeling. I'm gonna start reading and be like, oh my god, that is a lot to do. There's just some weird bat wings. Yeah, I mean, they're bat wings. They were there before. But maybe they were harder to see. There's even cooler bat wings on my stomach. I don't know if people can see that, but those are the funny, happy bat wings. I like those ones. Where was I on the screen? Okay, there we go. Welcome, Rav. Welcome, everybody. So, I know nothing about whatever's happening in this chapter, so we're just gonna hop into it and see what happens. That's a Shatterpoint. Act 2, Shadow of a Dying Sun. That sounds anime as heck. So, that's side story. I never learned how to navigate this new UI. I know it's like pretty old at this point, but I literally just like... I never learned it. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Come on. Oh, is this like super copyrighted? Because that'd be a problem. Actually, new UI is quite easy to navigate through. Yeah, I just say I haven't learned it yet. I don't really understand it. Yeah, by the way, who's that person? She's heckin' cute. I put her in the thumbnail, but I have no idea who she is. Spookum song. It is pretty spooky. Alright, what's this? Doctor, you found an unsigned... Sorry, I was reminded of Trauma Center for a second, where they're like, Doctor! Doctor, the patient's vitals are dropping! Doctor, do something! Why are you holding the scalpel? Oh god! That goes into its owner's experiences in Londinium? Is it Londinium or Londiminium? Aluminum or aluminium? There is all kinds of useful information you can learn from it. As this is a series of events continues to unfold, you'll unlock new information, receive corresponding rewards by collecting clues. Be careful, different mission difficulties earn us different rewards. Okay. Situations like dire, let's stop here for the time being. Okay. Waiting for your orders. Go get me a coffee. Someday I really need to figure out what the story of this game is. Well, the story is basically, right? I mean, there's more to it. But the story is effectively people have rock poisoning, and that's bad. Londinium. But what about Londiminium? Londinium, I think is how you read it. Yeah, but guys, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Londiminium. You guys don't see the additional syllable there? That's really weird. You should check the dictionary. So you heard in other fantasy books? I see. Alright. Okay, sorry. Our project is near its close. I hear the sound of the storm, and so do they. They're telling me how they like the sound. They're dying to become a part of the storm. To howl wantonly. Wantonly? Like a wonton? Like... What? Oh yeah, they're also on traveling cities to avoid storms that kill people. There's a lot more stuff than rock cancer. Well, I mean, like, that's a big part of it. Oh yeah, also, like, most of the operators are furries. Like, they have animal features. To go and devour this hateful city before us. Perfect. Amazing. Good job, guys. They want to join the howl and be consumed. Fantastic, we nailed it. In 10 days, our airship will be complete. From there, they'll be able to take the Londoninium skies and serve as the storm's very pilots. I'll be going with them. That suits our plan. You are the optimal candidate to conform to the outrageous standards of society, given that I must be defending the shard. You must be defending the shard. We're not going to make it very far if I keep doing this. No. Theresis? We're going to say Theresia. Are you absolutely sure those are not just other forms of rockades? I mean, yes. They are just supernatural. I guess not supernatural. They're just like different creatures and stuff. Okay, this isn't what I mean. They and I, as one, can but only go together. Good. What is good about that? Prior to their departure, you are to continue fulfilling your duty. The royal court needs you, and our soldiers need their most trustworthy monarch. Oh, so she's like a holy symbol. What makes me wonder is why Theresa got resurrected and why she joined Theresis. I don't know who Theresa is. Am I supposed to know who that is? Okay, moreover, you are... Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, is it pronounced like Teresa? Or is it actually Theresa? Or Teresis and Teresa? Teresa? Yeah, it is Teresa, right? Do you want a basic lore explanation? No, I'm good. Nice try, though. No, I was wondering, like, we don't know yet if this person has been resurrected, right? Like, I didn't know that was part of the thing. Moreover, you are more proficient in building than I am by all rights. Our construction rate has sped up by 10% since you began attending court meetings. Damn! That's a KPI if I've ever heard of one. I would not forget what I meant to do. Also, I noticed you disposed of those guards. The confessori have given you no end of grief for that, have they? Oh, depose. I thought it said dispose. That's funny. Deposing of the guards about you was the military commission's decision. We need more sentries, so we can answer to the greatest period of danger. If needs be, I can enter the battlefield too. Whoa, what effect do you have? Stay here, this tower and the airship. Those lie at the core of our plans. Once these two projects are through and done with, Kazdal will possess the power to fend off all nations. We're gonna be all-powerful, Teresa. Don't you know what it means to have all of the power? It's like we have the power, but we have all of it. That means, like, no one can stop us. It's impossible. Definitely not the main protagonists. They could definitely not stop us. That would never happen. Fend off all nations, you say. I've always known you for ambitions, but this sounds stupid as hell, so I don't know why you'd do that. Hasn't it always plagued you that they would not permit us to rise again? Very soon you'll be plagued no longer. Let me tell you about this thing called car insurance. You don't have to be plagued by things anymore as long as you get 10% off or more on your car insurance. Indeed. I would love car insurance. If even the bearing of the storm is ours to control, who would still be occupied by the dark clouds floating at its head? Oh, so they're trying to, like, control the disasters? That's interesting. In the past, we Sarkaz let our enemies pursue us. But now, we're gonna pursue them back, baby! Let's go! And rebuild our homeland. Us Sarkaz, we're horny beings. We must rebuild it. So that we can be horny. All the time. With other people who are also horny. Sarkaz. We are... No! We're horny people, Teresa. Come on, get it right. Why is that? Solely because they have occupied our finest soil and forbid our roots to take? In the war 200 years ago, it took all our might to derive the calculus of the enemy, yet we could still not preserve Kazdal. Unfortunate. After that, how much time did we have to devote just to reconvene our stranded remnants? And how much more time to transport these bare shreds Victoria and Ursus could not see to a wasteland they were... Wait, what? To transport these bare shreds Victoria and Ursus could not see to a wasteland they were just as blind to, and rebuild Kazdal again, right under their very noses. Also, welcome, Apple. 200 years of game design experience, they said. 200 years. Yes, it has taken us 2 full centuries. So what of the next time? Suppose our Kazdal is once again raised by flames of war. How much more time will we need to rebuild it? 500 years, or even longer. Our enemies have almost gotten away with this. Precisely because we've become accustomed to drifting. To drifting? Teresa's a 200-year-old gamer. I know, right? That's crazy. Probably more, right? Ruination after ruination may never snuff out the Sarkaz soul, but it has unarguably scattered us. Kazdal today is merely crammed with houses. It is not a home. Still more Sarkaz wander the great land beyond. No dreams in their mind's eye further than tomorrow's bread. Even the royal court. All Kazdal has is its 10 kings' court of tradition, and the majority of those 10 have left their position vacant. Vacant? The vacant? This is why you wanted war. It is not my want, but Sarkaz's need. Of course it is. This time, it will be beneath our feet, where war's flames ignite. Yeah, war, right? Is what ignites when you're beneath people's feet. War, right? Yeah. Victoria Ursus Lethanian? Not one city, not one patch of soil will be fortunate enough to escape. Then we're gonna crush all of them under our feet. Within the next century, our enemies will no longer have the energy left to set their sights on Kazdal. No, more than that. Once we have the ability to guide the storm, they'll come to fear the Sarkaz's gaze instead, just as they fear the storm descending. Man, let's talk about storms getting me, like, really disappointed, because I thought we were going to be talking about getting crushed by feet. Gather to stop this tower we stand in. They will see us stood in the storm's eye. Every enemy of Sarkaz will throw themselves at us with all they have to stop us. then let them. You don't fear the inferno consuming your body too when the first thunderbolt strikes? When you built Babel, you too knew all opposers would point their sword at you. And did you ever once fear? The tower you built with life has collapsed, just like another Kazdal. And at this moment, we stand here in a new tower and a new opportunity. Look at Londyminium today. You only just presided over the meetings of the kings. Have you not yet realized? Not even before the useless war began between us, were the Sarkas so close to unity. What, Apple? I don't know what's confusing about getting crushed. I'll return to the city's outer barracks soon, Your Majesty. I understand knockers... What? Noch Zaherer King. I'm not going to pronounce that. Our meeting here will be as brief as possible. Just call that one Tim? Sure. You're always in such a hurry, Tim. You don't want to come together with us? I haven't the time to spare, vampire. 100,000 are stationed outside Londyminium. Not I nor my soldiers can spare a second of contemplancy. Or complacency. Ha! Come together. After consumer? That's funny. You call them after consumer. His head will have to stay on his neck for a moment longer. Don't add the city's Victorian army to our troubles. Fine enough, that said, don't you feel that some still haven't been put to use? Do you speak of myself, vampire? I have great affairs upcoming, don't I? Your Highnesses? Of course, control of Londyminium is inseparable from the efforts of all of us. Has there been word from the messenger you sent? Confessarius? By Manfred's tireless urging, the Lich is now fast on the way to Londyminium. The few Wendigos left remain battling strange monsters in Ursus's north. Their hearts hold the royal court no more. The Cyclopses sends a letter. As ever, she describes a tragic scene. Londyminium sundered by great fire into thirds. A shard fallen under lightning strikes in their hundreds and the Regent. Yes, she still prophesizes your end, Regent. Speak! Not actually doing that. She says she has seen your solitary death on the underground throne of the palace Westhagel. Give her a reply, thanking her for her concern. Continue searching for any sign of the gargoyles. As soon as you can find any remnant blood vessels, immediately send an invitation. The council will, together with the royal court, ensure victory in this war. Cool! Oh god, it's still going. These scenes are just... I can never tell how long they are, you know? If the Sarkas can still be given a new chance, then that chance lies before our eyes and is one and only. And very, 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 and very, 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 very many will die below my feet as I crush them. So many! So many Victorians and so many Sarkas. The people's blood will change this gray city through and through, and their wails will cover even the thunder. Lots of feet talk today, huh? The guy literally said, Teresis literally said, like, we're gonna have them below our feet. And I was like, alright, man. You got it. This is a war between us and them. War continued for centuries without end. Yes, war. This has always been how we Sarkas continue to survive. If you have any objections, speak. Single out the dangers of my plan, just as you have countless times before. I have no objections, except that you're stupid as hell. None, you say? If you could hear these sounds in my head, you would know. They would not allow me another choice. Provided this war can truly free Kazdal from the cycle of destruction. Provided this storm can truly put out the Sarkaz's smoldering enmity. Enmity? And return countless souls to the freedom of rest. I will stand with you, ensuring our dream can be made reality. A fine turn. There is one more thing. The Rhode Islanders are already on their way. Yeah, this plan's dumb as heck. Yo, are we drifting? 6:50 a.m. overcast. 527 kilometers out from Londyminium. Operation platform of an abandoned mine. Dr. Calcit, anchoring sequence will begin in T plus 1 hour, 48 minutes. Good. Ensure the boarding region can operate normally before then. Yo, where are her feet? Where's the bottom of her leg? Oh, I guess it's like entirely blacked out on the bottom. That's fair. Some of you may die, but that's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. Many of you will die. Many, many, many of you. Many of them. Okay, warfarin. Have all critically ill patients been approved, appropriately situated? Warfarin! Relax, it's just the last 3 left, and we're operating on them tomorrow. We'll have the moving sickbeds arranged in no time. Don't rush me, okay? You standing here with your stern look makes our medic operators have to keep peeking at you. This is an emergency. You don't seem very... Does this face say emergency? I feel like this face doesn't really speak emergency to me. Fine, I get it. I'll quit joking. Every day's been like a battle ever since we entered Victoria. If you hadn't transferred so many operators away beforehand. Rhode Island must operate as usual. We reached this consensus at the first resolutive? Resolutive? Resolutionative? No complaints from me. You made Monster lash me to the side of the ship 4 years... Damn! Okay. I mean, when you invited me to join Rhode Island, haha. We agreed I would research oropathy alongside you as a doctor. There wasn't any follow the new king of Sarkaz in a fight to win back Kazdal type clause in my contract, and switching Kazdal out for Londyminium doesn't change anything. Flarous getting a dictionary for Christmas? No. Imagine Calcit smiling, that'd be scary. Yeah, I don't even think smiling. Just like something a little more serious than this blank stare on her face. Could you imagine being in bed with this face? Completely apathetic. She does smile? Oh no. This goes for a great deal of our operators. I have no intent of forcing any one operator to participate in a mission irrelevant to their long-term goals. Moreover, no matter the other operations we are forced to take on, we cannot turn a blind eye to the infected throughout every region. If it wasn't for our work there, we'd have a few more lead operators to spare for this Londyminium trip. I wonder how Amiya's crew is doing. Once we reach the vicinity of Londyminium, we'll receive word. Oh, that is a different Amiya art. She looks angry. Why is she angry? Yo, why are you mad, bro? Recon group. Report situation on both sides. Received. No threat. Copy. Closure. We can pass through ahead. Keep the engineering team with us. Closure, why are you here? Dr. Ayola still got it in you to move? Want my drones to give you a lift? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Angry Mia. She grew up. She's not angry. She's a serious gamer. Let me think. I can't actually think of anything wrong with the idea. Doctor, we just need to walk a little longer. When we're out of this danger zone, then we can ride on our crafts and recuperate a little. We'll need to send Dr. Kalstedt a message at some point, too. She must be extremely worried about us. Yeah, I wonder if they're doing okay. That's exactly why she had to stay behind. She can only rendezvous with us once Rhode Island is safely situated. It's our joint responsibility. Doctor, leave this to me. Ever since we planned to drive into Victoria, Dr. Kalstedt and you have been busy securing the safety of our route. There should be a space there! I'll take charge for the rest of it, just like we agreed on. I want a chance for you to catch your breath too, even if it's just mentally. Doctor, we have to keep going. There are times I think about how we got in over the past months, and it seems too smooth to even believe. That ragtag bunch of windbags are all together in Londominium right now, and they haven't even noticed us. You know, when I decided to read it as Londominium, I did not consider the fact that they were going to say it like once every 3 sentences. Kalstedt, did you use some kind of ancient technique I'm not aware of? If any arts truly could render Rhode Island invincible, believe me, I would have used it over a decade ago. I almost forgot. Disused Industrial Mine Equipment Recovery Organization, is that right? We've been using that title for passage and permission to park the whole way. Trust Dr. Aeolus to come up with that. Dr. Aeolus tends to have a unique angle of thought on certain aspects. And luckily, Closure's personal interest has had her lead the engineering department over the past years to develop technologies for using scrap. What word? Londominium. Which in short renders the title a fine one. With the addition of a few friends' aid, this plan has been successful in execution thus far. As for what comes next, that lies with Amiya and Vina. Isn't English supposed to be your main language? Yeah, but there's the difference between reading something and understanding what they're saying, and like reading something and having to say it out loud. 2 left. 4 right, Indra? It's like understanding that Siege is fighting somebody is different from like needing to actually read what Siege is saying. Check. Siege kind of cute. How's the right side? Someone who thought he was funny had me caught up for a second, but he's over with now. And Dagda? I heard steel claws and crossbow bolts mashing into each other. Enemies left to the rear. Leave him to her. Hey, there's one hiding right there. I mean, Siege! Now there isn't. Just missing Dagda. Vina, listen. It's dead silence behind. I said she could sort it out. Good. The Vanguard Group mission complete. Notify me immediately. There's no more Nobles patrols in the vicinity. They can pass through. Feline girls? Second best girls. Wait, what's best girl? The road ahead is clear, no casualties. Messaging device is back in operation. Doctor, we're just about to catch sight of Londominium. Now can I catch my breath? Hold on. Doctor, Jessica sent me a message. Bird girls are best girls? The horny girls? Before we carry out the next step of our plan, we need to send a few operators to run a different mission. We have 2 targets to rescue. One's a friend at Blacksteel, and the other is an informant who can help us enter Londominium. To me, it's Lamias or Dragon Girls. Can't help it. Damn. I like night girls with long flagpoles. Right, the walls tower before us. The throughways are a labyrinth. We need a guide. How do I raise the difficulty? PRTS analysis indicates that a 3-star rating has not been achieved in a lower level environment. Environmental compatibility will be activated. Under environmental compatibility, attempting this stage will consume sanity equal to the current environment and all lower level environments combined. Upon completion, progress will be synced and you will receive rewards for both the current environment and the low level one. Okay. So not Myrtle. Not Myrtle. Myrtle is a Durin. Are you planning on watching the Arknights anime? Probably. Exit the stage select screen, check the bottom left. Okay. Holy moly, it's 42. Environmental conditions. Sarka's royal court soldiers have increased HP, and the DP cost of guards and sniper operators is tripled. Jeez. Snipers and guards, so we can use defenders and casters. Thank you, Apple. Adam Mom. So we have this goes directly this way. But we kind of have this area. This goes over here. I kind of want to like set a line here and then Ifrit this way. That doesn't really help here at all, so maybe Ifrit here, that way. Defenders here. Telopsis here? Is that 1, 2... Normal range is 4. So Telopsis is 3 plus 1. So maybe we need like Saria here, something here, Aya pointing this way. You get infinite free sanity runs if you retreat from a stage. I think that's only for adverse difficulty though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like bringing Ling is the funniest thing because, like, I don't actually use her ever. Yeah, I mean, like, let's just see what's happening in this, right? The classic, put story before the stage, so I forget what the stage is. 7:25 a.m. overcast. 10 kilometers from Londominium, Wilderness Highway. Luxdale's aircraft was about 100 meters ahead of our position when its signal disappeared. Let me grab the telescope to pinpoint the precise location. Wait, why are you standing up? Do you smell the smoke? Don't think so. You can put that lump of metal down. The aircraft is right ahead. You want to scout out the enemy's numbers first? Can't be any more than 30. You can tell from smell alone? Man, hands up in chat if you want Indra to smell you. That's not weird, right? The hell are you talking about? Before we left, Morgan told me they usually run in squads of 30. Oh, right. That's what the intel Misery sent back said. Patterns tell us they should have 2 other operators, or, oh my god. They should have 2 other squads nearby to offer mutual support. They act like they own the damn place. Don't do anything rash. Emiya said not to make too much of a ruckus before we get into Londominium. Too many forces have their eyes on us. That's a proper noun, right? Like ballin'? Is ballin' a person? Or is she actually saying that's ballin'? Ballin'! How long has it been since you joined the Bunnies squad and started working with us? Yo, it's ballin'. About 5 days since leaving the landship. And do you know how long it took for Siege to go from joining the Glasgow gang to becoming my boss? No. 2 days. She only needed 2 days. First day, she beat me down. Second day, we beat down a band of ill-intentioned Lithuanians. Yo, a Rhode Island operator can't be ballin'. Wait, why not? Since then, we had a bond that goes beyond life and death. Even though we haven't been working together very long, I have full confidence in your strength, Indra. That's what I like to hear. Let's go and catch up with Dagda. Dagda's already moved out? Are you telling me Dark Shadow... Are you telling me the Dark Shadow that shot past was? She first joined the gang, she had her nose turned up like some fancy knight noble. Now, whenever there's a fight, she's the first one to leap in. We're gonna have to pick up the pace, or she'll clean house before we even get there. Dagda throws a mean punch. I can bet she'll flip on top of the aircraft from... Wait, what? I can bet you she'll flip on top of the aircraft from the side. We'll wrap around the back, get rid of anyone there, and bust on them. Alright, I'll cover you then. After this fight, you'll be a blood brother. Great! That sounds awesome. If I was to describe it to Rhode Island terms, let me think. Something like, our objectives are 2 rescues, 1 Londinium citizen and 1 Blacksteel pilot. Opposing forces are Dublin. Cool. Oh, we're in the back of the thing again. Dublin Soldier A. You, stop squirming. Don't even try to reach out for the transmitter. Oh, don't kill me. My hand's gone numb. I just want to shake it out a little. Don't be too forceful. If you really end up killing the bloke, how are you going to explain it to the captain when we get back? Don't forget, this is our objective. Securing our flight back is just a matter of convenience. Do you know how to operate it? Not a clue. And that's why you shouldn't have killed the damn pilot as soon as you got in here. If you ask me, you stop wasting time, take this one back, and leave the rubbish heap behind. All the men along the... I find it funny that these both sound the same. All the men along the road outside, ours, what difference does it make if we take some extra time? The Sarkas are inside the city, and the Grand Duke's army is stationed at the barracks of the Annex Plate. No one's even gonna bother with us. Gentlemen, are you not Sarkas? Your eyes fall out of your head. Do anything, look anything like that filth to you? Yeah, totally, Enough! Don't talk to the Londoner unless we are interrogating him. Let's have the stones cross Sarkas. There's no saying who we might be dealing with here. You're right. Oh, hello. Mr. Oasis Live, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to House Lyria. We're just reading some story. We've been reading story. Oh my god, it's been 45 minutes. We've been reading story for the last 45 minutes. We should be on the cautious side. Hurry it up. I'm gonna see what the commotion is out there. What just happened?
Sir, my heart's pounding too loud. I couldn't hear anything.
We're under attack. There's something above us. 709, do you see them? Black claws? What sort of wild beast? Oh, it's some kind of special weapon. All hands on enemies atop the aircraft. They're trying to rip it apart. Cute. Cute. Oh, Dagda. You managed to block me. The intel was right. You aren't just a band of highwaymen. You grew fat off Victoria's teat? Yo! Got some... Yo, we got any teat suckers in chat? And that's how you repay her, soldier? You're pretty strong. You working for the devils? Yo, can we get some teats in chat? Bastard, how dare you? I'm pissed enough to beat the tar out of you 10 times over. Remember this, Dublin soldier. We will reclaim Londinium from her usurpers, be it from the Sarkas or from you traitors. Your time running around like you own this place is over. Can I have her beat me to a pulp 10 times over? That sounds nice. Look at you all high and mighty, you nobles. Still trying to cling to the old times. Looking like this little coward who ran away from the sarcasm and the information he has on him. Why bonk? Switching targets?
Oh, save me. Oh, I'm really scared. This guy's doing something. I don't know. Hey, the pretty lady, do you think you can help me out? I don't know something.
Leave him alone. This is a decoy? You little shit. Ah. How many times have I told you, when you're in a fight, always be on the lookout for tricks. You're late. That's because I helped you clean up a band of hooligans outside, no? Hey, Tyler, how many times did we have to go through outside? 7 or was it 8? This isn't a competition. That's what your face is saying. Back when we went on our first mission together, that one merc got away from you. You were livid for 3 days. Morgan thought you'd come down with some awful sickness. You had the same look on your face just now. Showeth me thy teat, wench. It's a good one. What happened back then was my fault. Plus, it was a long, long time ago. Where did these people come from? The one in black, I thought she was some knight noble. It was like a street thug. You know your stuff? Hurry up. That one's no weakling. It'll be tough to take him down. Tougher to take him down than the unconscious louts outside. They're able to freely move between the Sarkas and the Duke's forces, and even able to control major passages in and out of Londyminium. Dublin isn't some ragtag group of mercs. We need to rescue the hostages as quickly as possible and get to somewhere safe. I know, your time running around like you own the place is over, right? That's a lousy one-liner, not nearly scary enough. Remember what I taught you? What you say is, this is your last chance to beg for mercy. It's a good one. It's a good one, Indra. M701 requesting backup. Oh, Captain Mandragora. Dagda, Indra, we've got incoming. I'd suggest we bail. Got it? They sure move fast. You were in charge of recon. You didn't spot anyone nearby? Too much work. We'll just take them out as they come. Ballin'! Please stay hidden. Indra and I will take care of the incoming hostiles. They're inside.
Please. I'm kind of scared. There's a lot of people, and I kind of peed my pants already, and I just don't really. I don't. What, are they talking about teats or something?
Shut your trap and do a better job of hiding. Dagda, we're good as long as we bring back the objectives, right? Shouldn't be an issue if we take apart this blasted lump of metal, yeah? This is one story you're gonna have to tell Siege when we get back. (10-2). Defense can directly reduce things by a flat amount. I see, it was a dog.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
That was another dog. That's a problem. Well, let's figure out what's happening in this level before you retreat. Oh, I didn't bring Sari with me. I didn't bring Aya either, I guess.
I'll make him disappear.
So I'm not to kill you. Don't have any deployment slots left. Okay. Maybe we put this here for now. Oh, they just like killed him. Okay.
Very well.
Second, break their armor.
ターゲットロック
連綿たる山々となれ。
プログラム発ユニット起動します。
よくだよ。祝おうよ。立ち上がれ。
Damn, Monster losing the 1v1? Well, they wasn't 1v1, it was 2v1.
今回は私がここを守るから早くみんなを
Flarous, brother, I can't stand speaking in tongues of your hope, mine own soul. What? What is necrosis damage? After necrosis hits 1,000, the affected unit cannot use skills for 15 seconds, and every second loses 1 SP and takes 100 arts damage. How long does it last? I'm never gonna be able to use Chen. What if I put Aya?
わかりました先輩
I feel like Mudrock on the side is good. Maybe Mansaria Blemishine. I need like more early guards, so I think Myrtle is probably not good. Bring siege. Try that. Last until the status circle fills itself up again. Well, we successfully did recon the first time.
Okay. 一歩も引かない。子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。前に進むぞ。
Siege will become Blemishine. I guess this can be retreated already? Let's go here. Oh, interesting. Collapse goes here. Oh, maybe Saria here would have been better to heal these.
Moving to intercept.
I mean, looks good to me. Oh.
First, break their legs.
Hands up if you want platinum to break your legs. That wasn't too bad. I knew you'd say that. 8:15 a.m. overcast. Several kilometers from Londyminium adjacent plate. Closure, we're getting a drone signal. Move, let me see it. Oh, well, that's not half bad. The newly added camera module is working properly and has great clarity within 100 meters. The battery life seems pretty stable too. Keep at it with this baby, and we might even be able to get it over the wall and sneak a peek at what's going inside. Hold on a second. That's practically asking the enemy to shoot out of the sky. Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't put anybody at risk like that. We just gotta hurry up and develop the stealth code. Closure, that drone's sending an alert. Got somebody within detection range. It's charging its automatic attack module. Wait, that's the rescue team. Disable the alert. Amiya, Doctor, Indra and Dagda are back. Closure drones are getting good. Scouts haven't found anyone yet, or ... The drone's pretty impressive. Sure are. Closure's been totally focused on her drone research the whole way here. He's trying to improve their recon capabilities so that the enemy can't ambush us. Did it seem like Closure was kind of nervous? She hasn't left the land ship for operations much before, and that's before we talk about how none of us know how long we'll be here. But it's alright, I trust her, and I trust all of our operators. Whether it's the roughly a dozen operators following us, or Misery and Logos' team that went ahead of us. Everyone signed up for this operation knowing exactly what we're here for. So far, we've successfully completed Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the operation. Now we need to focus on Phase 3. Entering the city. Oh, she got Angie. If I'm scared of scaling walls again, I'm gonna need a minute. How are we gonna infiltrate? Are we going in through the structural level again? I'm gonna need a minute to scale the walls. We're not getting in Londyminium the same way we got into Chernobog's core city. We've got a visual on Londyminium now, Doctor. Look at how high those walls are. Nothing has ever managed to breach Londyminium's defenses, not even Ursus's high-speed warships. Londyminium used to be the economic center of all of Terra, as we all know, but only those who have seen the city with their own eyes understand its reputation as an impregnable fortress. The waste-range structures of most nomadic cities are vulnerable to infiltration from the outside, but the engineers who built Londyminium even made use of this weak point. Reportedly, they built an automatic assembly line into the underground structure. Back in Londyminium's glory days, the machines worked day and night to perpetuate Victoria's golden age. In times of war, the assembly lines supplied weapons and ammunition to the defense systems built into the towering walls. The underground structure was designed so carefully that we wouldn't find a single gap in the engineering blueprints. So, yeah. That's assuming we'd even be able to get our hands on Londyminium's blueprints. That's kind of impossible in and of itself. Yeah, how did they get in? Doctor, have some faith in our lead operators. I don't know what... Blaze is an expert in high mobility combat, and Rosmanthus is the core of our Annihilation Force. Those two are masters of very particular arts that are useful for infiltration missions. Is Rosmanthus being like an artillery platform part of infiltration? Is that like... What is that? I don't know if that lines up. Once you've seen Misery's Orignum arts in action, you'll understand what I mean. You've probably heard Lava talk about spatial arts. That's heading in the right direction of explaining Misery's ability, but not the whole story. Before joining Rhode Island, he even managed to infiltrate the dynastic catacombs of ancient Sargon. It is stealth if there are no enemies to tell stories about you. That's one way of looking at it. Just drop giant metal plates on their face. As for Logos, he has his own unique methods that require a specially trained caster. I think if there's a way for living things to get in and out of the city, there's no wall that could stop them. We also have another special operator joining us after we get into the city, but we probably won't be able to get in the same way she did. Yeah, let's not start a fight. It brings to mind, Doctor, that meeting before we left, everyone was surprisingly on the same page here. I just realized Amiya is wearing shorts. That's cute. Good job, Amiya. If we had the Rhode Island land ship, we'd basically be trying to shatter a boulder by throwing eggs at it. That's what Londominium is to us. We should save our strength for the tougher enemies. They're waiting out there. Doctor, I can feel everyone getting tenser each day we get closer to Londominium. But no matter what happens next, we gotta be ready to throw eggs at the boulder. Yeah, like, you know, what about you? You already know, if we have to make a stand right here, it wouldn't be Closure doing it, or any of the operators who came here on their own ideals. Responsibility is mine. Though maybe it'd be Siege's too. Well, it's happening by the ship. Indra. You're awake, Vina? We haven't gotten a wink of sleep all day. Might be good to get some shut-eye before we officially return to the city. I can't sleep. Shouldn't Indra and Dagda be back already? I don't even know if I should be jealous of those two, even though they signed up for the job to buy you time to rest up. They just worry you anyways. I should have gone with them. Ever since I came back, I can't close my eyes without seeing everything that happened back when we ran. If they're in danger, I should be with them. No, I should be standing in front of them. Look, you always worry too much. They're just warming up a bit before their homecoming. How dangerous could it be? Setting Dagda aside for now, did you see how fidgety Hannah looked? I'm guessing that's Indra. I don't know these people by their first name, so... If you didn't give her a little text to help her blow off steam, I bet she wouldn't be able to control herself. Probably would have punched someone the moment we got back into the city. She handles herself a lot better now. If that was true, she wouldn't be arguing back and forth with Dagda all the time. Even though she knows you haven't been sleeping well, she still wouldn't shut up. How about it, Vina? Want to sneak a peek at her old home while they're out? They only know how to throw fists. I'm the brains here, so I'm naturally the most reliable. Ayo, you talking shit? Look at that! Doesn't she seem more energetic? Huh. A laugh? Would have been totally lost in thought this whole trip. Or you've been totally lost in thought this whole trip. You idiot. Why even talk about that? Do you know how hard it was for me to... Thank you, Morgan. Except, I'd suggest you get some rest yourself. If I needed someone to manage my mood for me, I'd be pretty useless as a leader. Sounds good to me. Dagda. I'm here. You're bleeding. I'm fine, it's not blood. Oh, it's not my... I'm glad. Yeah, I just beat the crap out of some other people. Those men, they were from Dublin, right? What do you think of them? They're about as strong as a regular standing army, and one squad captain that Indra and I took down fought with combat techniques that very distinctly showed signs of Victorian military training. In other words, we might actually be dealing with a coup of some kind. A coup d'etat of some kind. Are they working with Sarkaz? They've no love for Sarkaz, but that probably hasn't stopped them from forging a temporary alliance. They want to carve up Londominium. No, probably more than just Londominium. Those dukes out there, how many of them support Dublin, and how many support Sarkaz? For shame. They'd rather let the flags of foreign foes fly over Londominium than let go of their pitiful little power struggle, obsessed with the game of political tug-of-war. These dukes and their troops are responsible for creating that crisis. Now that we've come this far, it's finally time for us to put an end to this mess. I've said countless times, as a knight of the tower, my sword and I stand ready. We're just waiting for you to lead us back to Londyminium and gather up all those willing to fight for you. Dagda, we agreed to not talk about that until after we got back. We're already at the gates! Didn't I tell you, Morgan, I'm not the only person who's sick of her. She's been acting a bit crooky lately, and she keeps blabbering on about random nonsense. Hey, Dagda, you don't even carry a sword on you, and I don't care if you're a knight or not. Just don't forget what weapon you have in your hand and whose side you're on. Don't be too hard on her, either of you. We all have a past that we can't shrug aside. The reason we're all here today is precisely because we have a score to settle. I've told you all before, Dagda, or I've told you before, Dagda, I don't want to let any of you down. Siege! I'm sorry. Not gonna do that. Alright, I sort of trust you, and I swore to trust that you could make the right decisions, but I lost myself today. You don't have to blame yourself. Our primary objective is still to enter Londyminium with Rhode Island. Is the one you rescued today... Oh, is the one you rescued talking to Mia right now? Yes. Bowlin took him to see me and the doctor. Looks like your average Londoner. Londyminianer? It could be a disguise. The Dublin fighter said he used to work for the Sarkaz, but deserted them. The Sarkaz. I fought them before. They killed the other knights of the tower. Dagda. I'm fine, but we can't underestimate them. The fact that the guy managed to escape from the city on their watch means he's probably more than meets the eye. Like a Transformer. Or an Among Us. If he really was that ordinary, Dublin wouldn't care to abduct him. And Rhode Island wouldn't be looking for him, right? Let's head over and see what's going on. I want to see if he really can lead us into Londyminium. Do the Sarkaz have a license to take over London? Look, man. Okay, Amia, there's a communication request from Blackstreet's channel, or Blacksteel's channel. Please put them through. Dosaka! Amia! Did you get our signal? I'm sorry to say that by the time we got to the scene, the pilot Blacksteel hired was already dead. Ah! That's so sad! I'm gonna go find a cucumber and cry about it. Why? Gotta go just when it gets good. Have a good day? Alright. See you later, Keijo. Jessica, but with a giant gun. Poor Thrope. I'll let the rest of the team know what happened. And my cucumber. Cucumber will be the new Thorpe. We also weren't able to retrieve the low-altitude aircraft. It was destroyed during the battle. That aircraft was rented! But that's not too big of a problem. We still have spare vehicles, so that won't disrupt the operation. Is Mr. Thomas with you right now? Yes, he's a bit shaken up still, but doesn't seem to have any injuries. Our medics are looking after him right now. Is he the informant you said could get us into Londyminium? That's right. Mr. Thomas, who used to own a candy plant in Londyminium's Sudine borough. In Londyminium's Sugma borough. And his uncle who lives in Colombia are longtime partners of Blacksteel. His uncle put in a request to bring Thomas back to Colombia. The last time we talked, we told Mr. Thomas that we'd bring someone to pick him up if he found some way to leave Londyminium. I just never expected that Dublin would hijack your aircraft. And by the way, they seem very interested in Mr. Thomas too. Really? I suppose that's because Mr. Thomas is very familiar with Sugma. It's the place closest to you with a point of entry and exit. I'm sure he can help you find a suitable way in, and they're probably after him for very similar reasons. Yeah, was this like some big time skip or something? Like, I don't know Like how long it's been. Right. I'll ask if he's willing to help us once he's rested up. Say again, please? We've lost contact with the team sent to link up with the embassy? I see. Sorry, Mia, but something came up. That's alright. Take care of what you have to do first. We'll go talk to Mr. Thomas. Do your best. I hope that doesn't come off the wrong way. Maybe there's a better way to say it. Mia, and you too, Doctor, good luck. Was it a year? My pants are still peed in, Miss Mia. Can I get new pants? I peed in my first ones. There's a lot of people there. They're gonna stab me and stuff, and then the scary feline ladies seem to punch people a lot. I was scared I was gonna get punched. So can I change my pants? Mia, Mr. Thomas? So you're so about the pants. Which pants? The ones in the drawer. I need to get other pants from the drawer, please. Were we quick to get pants? We've been worried about you ever since we heard from Black Steel. By the way, Mr. Thomas, are you feeling unwell at all? Well, I kind of peed my pants. I just noticed that your expression looks a little bit different. I might have been like a bit ahead of myself. What I meant to say is, thank you, madam, and your subordinates saved me. I have no doubt that you're good people. Okay. I think Casimir's side story was before Londyminium and also some other travels. I don't know when the Casimir side story happened. Between Chernobog and Londyminium, a lot of stuff happened. I see. There's something else I need your opinion on. We have work that needs doing inside Londyminium. On our way here, we heard a little bit about what's going inside the city. Right now, Londyminium isn't allowing anybody into the city without authorization. From the perspective of outside visitors like us, those high walls are an impossible obstacle. We've tried a few methods already, but it's far too difficult for a small business like ours to pass through a military blockade. Basically, Casimir, Major, and also fight against Armorless Union. I don't know what that is. I don't think I read the Casimir side story, whatever that is. As you can see, we have only a few office clerks with us, and we would like to know if there's a safe way to get inside. Wait, you're trying to get inside Londyminium? You know, the people inside are desperately trying to escape. Those damn Starcats are just so horrible. Blemishine in the NTR story. Hello, Issa, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I read them. I understand that, and it's why I'm not going to force you to help us. I'm also not going to lie to you and try to cover up the potential dangers of working with us. But if you're willing to show us the way, we'll escort you to Blacksteel's evacuation team once all is said and done. If you don't want to go back, we won't blame you. You can go ahead and leave right now, and we'll look for another way into the city. Oh, could I, like, change my pants first? People really... Oh. I understand the way out isn't exactly very safe. If you leave, you may bump into Dublin. I mean... Of course I'll choose to work with you. Thanks. Doctor, I never intended to threaten him. If he didn't want to help us, I would have arranged for someone to escort him. Yeah. Hello, Siege. So you found our guide? Yeah. Mr. Thomas agreed to cooperate with us for now. It's time for our homecoming. Whoa! Closure, go ahead and call your drones back. Whoa! We finally gonna start the operation? It's not safe to stay outside the city for too long either. Thanks to Misery's intel, we've largely been able to bypass Dublin's troops. We just got into a fight with Dublin, and judging from our previous experiences, the leader of that squad can be a bit vengeful. You think they'll come after us? I can't say for sure. That depends on whether or not they give up on Mr. Thomas. Closure smile. Flesh Fang. It's a Flesh Fang. Is it a Flesh Fang? It kind of looks like one. Maybe it's not. We'll make it splash a coat of stealth paint on our operators, too. We'll be fine. We've already done everything we can to prepare for this day. Doctor, please stand beside me. Just like always, I won't let anyone hurt you. She's a vampire, Sarkaz, so she has a fang. I see. Attention duelists. My hair is very flowy. All members of the Special Ops Squad EMEA. We are now heading directly for the port of Sugma Londominium. Not the port of Sugma. Oh, I'm getting a lot of... 1 second. Okay. Captain, I've checked our surroundings and there's no... Captain, I've checked all our surroundings and there's no sign of Londoners. Oh, it's Mandragora. Wait, didn't you die? Didn't we, like, literally kill you? Could be a port of Ligma? No, it's a port of Sugma. In other words, your entire squad wasn't enough to stop a few people, and you even let them take our crucial objective. Captain. Rubbish, the whole lot of you. Oh god, Mandragora, please literally kick me, God. Stop sniveling, it's irritating. When have you seen me hurt my own people? Besides, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at myself. Even something as minor as this, not a single thing has gone smoothly since we've come back to Londominium. Those damn Sarkas. Meddling nobles, too. And then there's that blasted Victorian soldier, the one they call Horn. It's all Harmony's fault. She forced me to bring that wolf along to Londominium with all that talk about how she'd be able to use a soldier to buy the support of some nobles sitting on the fence. I thought that said sitting on their face. If she were able to come here, I knew she was going to run away and continue to be a thorn in our side. I would have killed her right there at County Hillock. Captain, I don't think this was her this time, Captain. Wasn't? According to the survivors, the attackers are people we'd never seen before. They just didn't appear to be Victorian military either. So what you're telling me is a couple of nobodies can appear out of thin air and snatch a man from right under our noses? It's our fault, Captain. We tracked it down right away. Hold it. Stop bumbling around. We're about to leave this place. We're leaving? Otherwise, do you plan on bunkering down in this street? We're not ready to go masks off with Sarkaz yet. Also, I promised Harmony that I'd let the nobles keep some of their stupid pride. It's all for the sake of Dublin, for the leader. Understood, Captain. You say you understand, but deep down you don't understand anything. Otherwise, how would you have let the Londoner get away? Do you have any idea how important the information he has on him is? He was the one driving for the Tsarkaz? Yes. Driving. If he can drive for the Sarkaz, that obviously means he knows his way around. He can help us find the ones we're looking for, our compatriots who are still in Sarkaz's hands, but are of great importance to us. Why do you think I'm swallowing my disgust and dealing with the Sarkaz here in Londominium? Just the way they look at us makes me want to run them through with stones 100 times over. It's just because, after coming all this way, I can finally do something useful for the leader. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Captain. Driver. You just reminded me of something. The one who snatched him from us, were they looking for a guide as well? Captain, do you mean we're turning back right now? I want to see if I come across any familiar faces at the port. Say, for example, that bloody Victorian soldier. God, literally step on me, dude. Jeez.
Not so fast, you lot. Huh? Once Captain comes back and when some reliable information, then we'll let you go. To be honest, I'd rather not raise a hand against you. You've been slaves to the Sarkas for so long. You can't even be called soldiers anymore. It's not my call. If we can't get any useful information out of you, the boss won't want to keep you around. And I can't let you go either. If you fall into Sarkas' hands again and spill our plans, I say, how about you join Dublin? Never mind. If you were Terrans, the boss would have had you change clothes already. It's up to you whether or not you believe me. I, for one, would rather be out of here killing Sarkas than interrogating you bunch. Look, Londinium's fallen into our hands of the devils, or into the hands of the devils, and who is it to blame for that? Old friend, I heard you barely even put up a fight. You just surrounded the Sarkas one by one. What happened to the voice of the Dublin soldier? They're talking like this. All the Dublin soldiers have been talking like this. They're all really bumbly and nasally. Blah. Only the Victorian army, once the scourge of all the terror, so weak and pathetic. Where's our commander? Still wearing a fancy uniform off drinking with the Sarkas? Ugh. Commanders were right. Victoria really is a rotten at the core without us cauterizing it. A great place will turn into a swamp of rotten detritus that won't even burn. Soldier, you should feel grateful that you get to die at the hands of your former countrymen. At least your pride as a Victorian won't be tarnished by the stench of those devils. You people betrayed Victoria. You still have the gall to pay lip service to pride? I won't let you lay a finger on our troops. The occupiers are unworthy of you. Dublin are even less worthy. No, you're the one who fled. Is this Horn? The 8th nest has been wiped out. You're here to save us? Stand up, soldier. We've got places to go. Let's rise and shine, soldier. Let's get out of here. Soldier, you're a lieutenant? Which company are you with? I didn't think we still had anyone. Rita Skamandros, 7th Frontline Infantry Battalion, 2nd Tempest Platoon Leader. Wake the fuck up, samurai. We've got a city to save. Literally. Or Horn, if it pleases you. Yes, it does. Good job, your friend. You did a good job. Okay. Holy moly. It's almost been 2 hours and we're only like 2 operators. We're only 2 like operations into the thing. For our light, our home, our love, we cry, march on. Should I know this pop culture reference? Is there an Ifrit tile on this map? Maybe place here, guard here, here and here, 3 lanes. It's from Horn's theme song? Oh, I didn't know Horn had a theme song. Do, 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 do. Have increased movement speed and they're invisible. Yikes. Type Arknights March on YouTube in free time. Okay. Understandable. Back into the reading. Oh, shipping containers. 9 a.m. or 9:09. Overcast. Port 309, Sugmaboro, Londinium. The port, it's right ahead. Worried about something? Actually, things have been pretty well so far.
With one exception. Doctor, the messenger who's been in contact with you and Dr. Kalstead should have reached out to us as soon as we arrived at the adjacent plate. Think something happened? Hope you're ready for Golden Age to return again. In those containers contains every ship from any known fandom? Oh god. We can't get in touch. We can't know for sure. But I can only hope that nothing has happened to her. We'll enter the city as we originally planned. Look at how long that line is. They're all coming from the direction of the city. Are we really gonna run away like this? This way's safe. My neighbor's whole family left this way last week. As long as we've applied for the exit permit, the soldiers wouldn't give us any trouble. That's not what I meant. I know, we're thinking the same thing. 4 years ago, I actually can't do that. Oh man, the breathiness is like... My throat's already messed up. Can't do it. 4 years ago was when I first heard about the Sarkaz army on the news. Didn't think much of it back then. Yeah, same here. With Her Majesty gone, everything's turned to shit. Who could have expected that some duke would invite the devils into the army on a whim? 2 years ago, I saw Sarkaz troops walking down the street of Trenfield. I was talking about it as we walked home from work. I also remember it was as if things quietly changed overnight. Those of us who lived by the Duke's estate in Camden wouldn't see these changes until a bit later. Something like half a year ago, the Sarkaz army stood in front of our bank. They took away our manager because her husband held an important position in the city's defense forces. And when you have one Discord conversation that's just like not on mute, I have 9 messages. Ooh. Did you ever see them again? The police force in our estate was replaced with new faces. Plenty with horrible horns on top. And then there's yesterday. I saw the Sarkaz going to the corner opposite my home. They were knocking on doors. So that's why you decided to flee? Actually, my parents left a long time ago. I couldn't put down my banker salary. None of us wanted this. If we... Oh. Let's not worry about that for now. We should get going. I'd rather stay alive than make money. What is Golden Age? Should I know what that is? Is it like this every day? More or less, since a certain point. Teresa's army. They're not stopping the civilians from leaving the city? By looks of things, he doesn't seem to care about letting outsiders know who holds the reins of power in Londyminium now. The other nobles don't care? Altar's event boss battle theme? I see. Oh, is it for, Spalter? I do not have any roll saved because I don't do annihilations. It's live on Thursday? Wait, this Thursday. Isn't it Thursday? Are you saying next Thursday? Third, okay. Well, I'll make sure to schedule Arknights for that. Which is why they have troops stationed inside the city. But they're concerned about watching each other's moves. For the dukes who've been trying to get into Londyminium, whoever gets ahead in taking down the Sarkaz, so the city will gain the upper hand in this power struggle that's lasted over 20 years. In comparison to the rebuilding time of 200 years, that does not seem very long. Who would want to see the throne claimed by someone else when in their minds it rightfully belongs to them? The way things are now, anything a duke might pull can be stopped by a few messages, invitation to a party, or even a little bad news from their own demens. And even if one of them decided to march on the city, they'd be walking right into a defeat. The Sarkaz region wouldn't lose a single man. As for the specifics of what's going on inside the city, we won't know until we see for ourselves. Excuse me, I've brought... Oh, this is the one guy. I've brought all of you the way here. You'll be able to go the rest of the way on your own, right? Yes, sure. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. You've done us a great favor. All squads, listen up. Follow the plan and mingle with the flow of traffic ahead in batches. Closure Squad will go first to make sure the road ahead of us is clear, then Seizure Squad will follow up, with me and Doctor Squads behind that. Recon Squad keep close eye on our surroundings and report any abnormalities right away. Ballin'! We'll be in charge of taking Mr. Thomas back the same way we came. Amiya! What is it? There's a disturbance up ahead. Looks like Sarkaz fighters incoming. What? Everyone, the infiltration operation is on hold. Take cover. Hide yourselves. Since I've been letting my subconscious chew on comedy character for some volunteer D&D time tonight. And then one little twist idea comes and suddenly Sister Melanie on the Healing Watermelons has a really dark backstory. What? Oh, these people are cool looking. These are the ones that do necrosis damage. Ballin's balling senses are tingling. Grab that one right there. Wait, what's going on? Why are the Sarkaz here? Didn't you say this way was safe? I'm talking to you. Stop right there. Damn it, it's the... Hurry, we're almost out of the city. Ah! Wrong one. Sir, please don't hurt me. I'll go. Did we do something wrong? Oh, scurry off. Don't stand here blocking our way. Stop. Nobody move! Stop what you're doing and stand still. You, and you. Turn around and let me see your face. What's in your bag? Is it a weapon? Pour everything out and let me see. Why is there a burn mark on your face? Looks pretty fresh, too. Yeah, you. Get out of line. You burned your face baking bread? Do you take us for fools? Guess it really wasn't our weapons. Just to be sure, you're not a rebel, right? Got too scared and passed out, huh? Whatever, we'll bring this one with us. Yikes. Oh no, it's me, who looks like a real anime character. Lieutenant, we're stuck here. It's my fault. Before I brought you here, I should have made sure we weren't being followed. Please don't talk like that. We've been through worse, whether it's my bunch that got captured by Dublin or old Tom's group, who were tortured by the Sarkaz. Yikes. We were pretty much dead men walking until you rescued us. That really was a taste of despair. I'd rather die in battle than live inside the enemy's cage, powerless and addled. You're not to blame for Londominium's fall, not in the slightest. And you are even less to blame. You were the one who pulled us out of the desperate situation. At least, I was able to get here on my own two legs, and got to live an extra hour. I said I didn't have the will to fight anymore, but you didn't blame me. You even risked yourself to bring us here. In the mortal words of Bender, cheese it? Well, I don't think they can. I don't think they're allowed to run. They've got spooky Sarkaz forces stopping them. Leave us, Lieutenant. If you're alone, you can hide. Avoid their line of sight and find a safe place. We're sickly and chewed up. We'll only slow you down. I'd never leave any of you behind. If our officers back there were like you, then maybe we wouldn't have lost so quickly and disastrously. It took meeting you to make me realize that I wanted to make a difference. To be like you. Bring Taudophons for maximum sarcasm. Oh no. Story of Fortnite can basically sum up with one sentence. I lived... What? I lived, bitches? You mean you mustn't? Hey, if the few of us charged at home, how many Sarkaz do you reckon we could take with us? Listen to me right now. None of you move. That's an order. Order? Fine, you're my commanding officer right now. I'll obey your orders. We still have a few minutes until we face the Sarkaz. Keep your heads down. Remember what I told you. You're all vagrants from the neighboring estate. You got hurt fighting each other over a piece of bread. Expect the Sarkas to buy that? Sugma is a complete mess these days. They've probably seen it all. It doesn't matter if they buy it or not, even if they try to interrogate you, just bear with it for a while. And if you can't take it anymore, we understand. If the Sarkas find out, no one betrays the others. If you can't take it anymore, that's when I'll make my move. Lieutenant? Let's wait and see for now. Of her battle lines, Horn is just so pissed off all the time, it's great. I did not pull for Horn, though I was, like, semi-interested in her art. Did not want a what are they called? Fortress? Person? Nothing over here. What about over there? There are a few more over there, and behind that elevator too. This damn place has too many hiding spots. You lot, go take a closer look over there. Those fighters seem to be looking for somebody. Squads, report your current position. Position's confirmed. They don't seem to be after us. Buffed, Horn can basically nuke Patriot to death. Sheesh. Seems like it. Doctor, do you still remember the tabletop exercise we did with Dr. Kelsey before we left? One possibility is that the mess turns we had active around Londyminium and Victoria all failed. They didn't have time to provide us with the accurate intel, and Teresa's was able to see all of our moves. In that case, Teresa's personal guard would be there waiting for us the moment we set foot in Londyminium. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. He's got such a good design. Yeah, she's wearing shorts now instead of... I think she had a skirt before, right? Or did I, like, misremember? You're tired? Well, damn. Also definitely excited for the Arknights anime. Kind of me too. I really liked the short music videos that they've done before. I think we more or less reached the same conclusion. Teresa's doesn't know we're here yet, otherwise we would have had a very hard time even making it this far. If that's true, then these Sarkas fighters up ahead must be searching for someone else who could potentially come this way. Oh. Mr. Thomas? Mia, he tried to bolt. I barely managed to stop him. No, let me go. I can't stay here. Mr. Thomas, you'd best not run off on your own. That'd be terribly dangerous. I promised you I'd send an operator to escort you. I'm really sorry, but that's not something we can do right now. Ouch. Wait, you can't just take our operator's weapon. I'm sorry, but I don't want to die. What's going on here? He thinks the Sarkas are after him. Yeah. I don't want this either. I was just their driver for 6 months, that's all. They took over my candy plane and forced me to ship things for them. I have a family. What am I supposed to do? Day took a tiny peek, just one glance. How could I have known what they were doing with my plan? They've been chasing me ever since. If they catch me, they're gonna kill me for sure. Why do you have to do this to me? I'm gonna die no matter where I run. Can't just sit here and want to die, or wait to die. Mr. Thomas? Colin, don't chase after him. We can't afford to blow our cover. Poor bastard, he was forced to make ships for the fandom. Oh no! Not the, what's it called? Ships. Not the, fan fictions. Ooh, I'll just keep running away from Londyminium. I don't even care about Dublin anymore. Oh, well. Huh? Oh! You, how could you here? It's not up to you to decide whether or not you care about Dublin. Get him. Yikes. I have a family. Shouldn't have had a family, TBH. You know, that's fair. Am I gonna get dogs thrown at me? It's not dogs. Probably someone to cover this immediately. Oh, these are strong boys. Oh, I didn't bring Myrtle. Maybe something like this. Difficult to feed reborn creation, increase the maximum block of... Oh. They're invisible.
Arts unit.
痛えか痛えのか
外注だ
死が崩れていくのを感じる最適な布陣を考えてくれそこに並びやがれ
Why you didn't bring Myrtle? Wait, why? I'm sad I didn't bring Silver Ash so that I could, like, reveal all of this.
命令の子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえるどうした連綿たる山々となる
Damn, Ifrit kind of cracked.
そこに並びやがれ
Hello, Harpy from Belarus? What do I call you? Imagine having a family. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, at this rate, Mr. Thomas is gonna get captured by Dublin again. Are you planning to... That bloody bugger. I'll bring him back. No! Why are you stopping me? Didn't we go through all the trouble to rescue that bloke? Situation's changed. We can't blow Siege's cover. You're just gonna let him go? That's not how Glasgow Gang does things. Don't make a ruckus, either of you. Vina. Listen to me and the doctor. Sniper operators. On the enemies holding a mark. The important thing is that Caster. If I recall correctly, Doctor, according to Misery's intel and Bagpipe's report, she's the leader of Dublin's forces inside Londyminium, and one of the instigators of the County Hillock incident. Rhode Island's doesn't put the blame for Outcast's sacrifice entirely on her shoulders, but it's not just Misery and Bagpipe who hold a grudge against her. Mandragora. Kind of work towards one niche in Arknights. I want to try Kareg's operator team. I don't know what that is. So nice you brought Ifrit and Saria out for a father-daughter bonding session. That's pretty normal. Just call you Harpy? Okay. I will do that. Bagpipe tells us she's very hard to deal with. We can't get into a fight with Dublin here, rescue Mr. Thomas, and even eliminate Mandragora. Formidable enemy who may pose a significant threat to our future operations. Oh, we could, but the Sarkaz are coming. We're too late. All squads continue to conceal yourselves. Be ready to engage. Silver Ash, Courier, Matterhorn, Pramanix, Gnosis, Aurora, Clifford, Kiara, and Steward. Oh, they're all from, like, that place, right? They're the, like, theme squad. That's what you meant by niche, I see. What's going on over here? So noisy. There. Oh, if it isn't you traitorous lot. Don't you dare use that word. We have nothing to do with Victoria now, devil. Who said you could call us that? Motley band of exiles taking advantage of the chaos to occupy a city. What made you delusional enough to think yourselves the masters of Londyminium? Ha! Don't lump me in with your sorry band, thinking we could actually give a damn about Londyminium. The place is shiny and clean, isn't it? Doesn't reek of death. If you ask me, it'll be more pleasing to the eye once it's burnt to cinders. Sarkaz are only here because of our king. I want to do a Laterano themed team, even though I bet most of them will be ranged. The Apple God. Yeah, you could be Apple Pie. Their king? The Sarkaz king? They talking about Teresa's? Haven't heard anything about that. But a lot of intel reports disparate Sarkas fighters gathering in Londominium from across Terra, and it's not just the mercenaries we're familiar with. There are older, stronger powers now hovering around the heart of the city. Doctor, I can feel it. Since coming here, with each step closer I take, these emotions flow into the depths of my heart, tangle around my thought, and grow stronger. You okay? I'm fine. It's just that for a split second there, it's as if whenever those Sarkas mentioned their king, a wisp of those emotions sprung up and latched onto me. Oh no, the power of empathy. Ah. It's a funny one to have. I don't think I can give a better description of what I felt. Yeah. I'd love to spend some time talking this through with you, but not now. Even if there were, Sarkas king who now controls Londominium, that doesn't change our mission. We came here to prevent a war. We need to figure out exactly what they're doing and what they're trying to do. And that has nothing to do with what Teresis decides to call himself. It's her power. Yeah, I know she, like, literally has, like, an actual feeling power or whatever. It's just funny, because it's basically like, guys, it's empathy, but the superpower. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, not being able to literally feel all of your emotions. Oh no. So can we skip past the shitty pleasantries, Dublin? Turn over and hand over the man you captured. Why should I? We'll take good care of your old home. You bastard. Stop. Captain. Not just you. You too, Sarkas. I know who you are, Feline. You're their commander. But why should I listen to you? Because I've been to the Palace of Westhelek. Ha, we've all heard that story. You want an audience with His Majesty, but he had you escorted out. Do you really think you mean anything to the Sarkas? Captain, why do we just sit here and let this devil mock us? Can't take it anymore. Even since we came to Londominium, we've had to live with this inferior race. Not one more word. You can go back and bring us up with the leader. I said, not one more word. Sarkas, no matter how hard you try to provoke me, I'm not leaving. We are your guests, as the one you call His Majesty and his Privy Council agreed. Do you really want to find out how the Sarkas deal with rowdy guests? Well, at least one of us understands proper etiquette. We promised your regent and your generals that Dublin's troops would not set foot into central Londominium. Otherwise, or likewise, you should not be detaining me here, Sarkas. Or do you devils struggle to keep your word? Can you even spell trustworthy? Do you even know how to spell the word? Lol? Sarkas trying to go Sarkas character trying to go a cutscene without swearing and be like, yeah, she can also influence emotions. She's a telepath. Like, Emiya is some form of telepath, basically. So I think there was also, like, yeah, I don't remember what the context of what's it called? Chimera is, but I remember it's, like, supposed to be something like some stupid OP anime bullshit. Thrustworthy? I think Mandragora is thrustworthy. Let's be real here. Mandragora is a bitch, but boy, her roast towards that sarcasm. You uppity feline, isn't the fact that I haven't chopped you into pieces right here and now already prove that I'm honoring our little pretend friendship? If a Sarkas ever forgot his objective and started picking fights, he'd be found dead in a bar near a war zone pretty quickly. Or he had to root out some bottom feeders. These nobodies haven't learned their place yet. They're sneaking around, making a mess of our work. Mandragora is General Grievous of Chapter 10. By the sound of things, they're not looking for Mr. Thomas either. Could that be the friends of the messenger mentioned? Ones who can help us on our operation? The Sarkas certainly would call them an enemy. If they really are here, maybe we could help them. Oh god, it's another scene. It's back to these guys. The line stopped moving. I hear fighting. The circus must have gone into a row with somebody. Lieutenant, I saw their uniforms. It's Dublin. Her. The Dublin caster? She's a scary one. She killed some of our people. She impales them on stone pillars that come out of nowhere. Her methods are even more brutal than the Sarkaz. So she's like Vlad the Impaler? I know. Lieutenant, have you fought her too? What am I even saying? You've saved so many from Dublin. You must have beaten her. I lost. Well, But you still managed to get away from her with your life. That's already amazing enough. Still not exactly sure why she didn't kill me on the spot, but I have my guesses. At the barracks outside Londinium, I saw them having secret meetings with a count's messenger. I figured she must have shown me deliberately. Or maybe it wasn't her. Someone like her would have no way of knowing that my grandfather and the Count's father served together. They were very close. The Count himself, if I recall correctly, was squire to a duke. Lieutenant? Sorry, I shouldn't be saying all this. Sorry, I was like, is this like Silver Ash or something? Because I had a question mark. Horn looks like a cat girl that can throw down. Yeah, she is apparently big aggression. During a long period of time I was hiding in the dark bowels of the city, I got used to talking to the metal crabs. They didn't have much to say back. I didn't have to worry about my words casting a shadow over anyone else. Some things I just had to say to myself so I wouldn't forget them. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lieutenant. I'd actually like to hear more. For the longest time I've been wanting to know who's pulling the strings up there, causing all of us misery. The Duke I was thinking of isn't even in Londinium right now. Or rather, I should say, he never cared a lick about the vacant throne in the city. If he really were secretly supporting Dublin, that would answer a lot of questions, but at the same time, it would also greatly complicate the crisis we have on our hands. Listen to me. Everything I've said to you up to this point is just baseless speculation. If you want to hear more, we'll continue another time. Next time on Arknights Theory. Even the comedy in Arknights is dark. I don't know if there was a meme. Was there a meme there? Was it that Horn was talking to random things in the sewers? Provided you're willing to follow me into the shadows. What are we gonna do in the shadows, Horn? Pomf. Right now, we need to find an opportunity to escape. Dublin has been trying to get something from Sarkaz. It might be one individual or several, which is why they set up in Sugma. In addition to troops like you, hunted by the Sarkaz, they've captured a good lot of civilians with some connection to Sarkaz. Whatever Mandragora is trying to accomplish. As long as it creates conflict between Dublin and the Sarkaz, it'll work in our favor. Sounds like you have a plan. Robin Dees. Did you make sure to hide the crossbow I gave you up your sleeves, right? Of course, Lieutenant. Aim at that Dublin soldier, the one closest to the Sarkaz. Yeah, at least it's funny to me. And sad. Well, yeah. I felt like it was less of a joke and more of like, sorry, I literally talked to random rats in the sewers. Looks like Dublin isn't backing down. The Sarkaz have a limit to their patience. This is going to boil over into a fight sooner or later. Doctor, we're going to have to use our backup plan. Come on, turn him over, and you all get to walk away out of here alive. Let's make things easier for each other, why don't we? Captain, shouldn't we? No. I don't understand. No means no. even if it fractures our relationship with the sarcasm. You heard what they had to say. When have we ever been friends? There you go. Those are your words, not mine. Formation, round up those Dublin wrenches. He is absolutely critical to Dublin. Non-negotiable. If we can't bring him with us, our only option is to kill him here. Whoa! Shut your trap. Actually, our other option is to kill all of these sarcasts. It's about time we make our entrance. Holy moly! Oh, ma'am! Hold on. We're still calibrating the aerial coordinates. Look, if we don't act now, someone's gonna get killed. Give me a sec. 17 meters in a straight line, 16, 15. Best to get a bit closer, or you might have trouble aiming, right? No can do. They'll spot us if we get any closer. Just do as I say. It won't miss, trust me. Or I'll let you use my head as a rivet. Move it a little eastward, and the reflection of the light should cover its wings. Now. Rock 5, you're up. That's our cue. Robin, now. Rock? Their thighs are nothing to compare to rocks? Excuse you. Who's Rock? Hey, oi! Nah. What's the meaning of this? How are you talking about? You're the ones who tried to snipe us. Fight back. Those who spill Sarka's blood will pay with their blood. Dead with interest. Don't let a single one out of here alive. Remember, you started this. With me. Slaughter every last Sarkaz. Don't let a single one live to tell the tale. The Devil leadership mustn't learn what happened here today. No. Well, that's a lot of civilians. Mia, these civilians have nowhere to run. It's not just Mr. Thomas. So many are gonna get caught in the crossfire. Neither the Sarkaz nor Dublin have any regard for civilian lives. Dr. Mia, I'm sorry, but I can't just stand by and let this happen. I just can't. Well, we have no choice. Guy looks dope. Can't wait to see. Flar. Ooh, thick thighs. Should have known. The only thing that wasn't silhouetted on the model was the thighs, okay? Like, come on. All non-combat personnel are to remain hidden. All combat personnel, save as many lives as you can, but mind your own safety. Another bolt from behind? It came from those ones, in civilian clothes, that are carrying unauthorized weapons. Something's not right. We've got more hostiles in the elevator. Looks like we've grabbed the pest's tail. Turns out the rebels are here. Reporting this to General Manfred right away. Oh yeah, Lyria, they usually silhouette the top half. Okay, but how do I get the, How do I get the thick thighs lady? I want the thick thighs lady. Also, I wanted to check something. Does Emiya normally wear shorts? Yeah, she had a skirt before. I was like, the shorts are new, right? She's in the gacha as the focused 5-star? On this banner? Wait. How do I see her portrait? She's this person? Damn, you're rich? I have been playing for a while. I don't know if I'm rich. I only have like a few 90s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7. A few 69s. Honestly, this box looks kind of like hilariously pathetic in comparison to my friends. Lyria's neurons really fire up when they see thighs. Probably. Highest level unit is a level 69 Calstead. It's a good one to level 69. What's mine? Where's my Calstead? 50? Anyways, we're already at the 2-hour mark and I was only able to get through 2 stages. That's hilarious. You're only 10 levels below me? I don't know what the scaling is on that stuff, but... Reading issue? What's a reading issue?
Not one step forwards.
What's this? Ooh. Tentacly boys. Please be careful, the enemies are currently focusing their defensive artillery on this battlefield. After firing, the artillery will need some time to reload. After the loading is finished, it will launch a large-scale bombardment at the allied unit with the highest block, dealing huge amounts of true damage. And don't worry, I'm the one holding the shield up. Well, okay. So you can't dodge this attack with a fast redeploy, basically. Is important. These Sarkaz warriors don't look like they're going down easily, and there's more and more of them gathering. I'm afraid they have been influenced by some kind of Sarkaz Arknights, so whenever they're defeated they come back in a harder, more resilient form. These reborn creations will increase their blockers' maximum block count, while also being extremely resistant towards physical and arts damage. Oh, so you could maybe throw a fast redeploy in front of the increased block count guys to dodge the artillery fire. Psych bets on Lyria leaking the tutorial. You leaked too. Currently I don't have anything to do, so... They're cute, aren't they? Yeah, I love tiny tentacle monsters. I wasn't quite as keen on the block plus mechanic as I am now. I see. Spectre Shiguma, are you alright? I'm hanging in there. Glad to hear it. Then reinforcement squad has arrived. Doctor, please direct them to wipe out the remaining enemies. Alright. So those things revive into a secondary thing, right? These are both 3-block. I don't really know. I'm assuming it's something like this. Oh, this might kill my warframe, huh? So maybe Spectre was supposed to go here. Oh, well, that seems fine. That wasn't too bad. Can't wait for the Lyriax Sarkaz Tentacle Slug Dojins. I wish. Nobody has the balls. Me as a succubus, they're experienced in the art of tentacles. I've watched enough educational material for this. What? Mishkuma gets hit straight on with the artillery and she's like, yeah, I'm good. This won't Batman... what? Is my category on Twitch Batman Arkham Asylum? No, it's Arknights. What's this? I was really confused for a second. Okay. Why the bonk? I can't draw people? Yeah, nobody has the money or the balls. Long road to 420 bonks. I'm only speaking the truth. Okay, is there like a long story section after this? In this next one? Because I think I'm down to do like one more. Because then we can 10 pull on Horn's banner. If we do one more stage. Oh my god, there's so many of you here right now. Well, I guess it'd be a shame to stop playing, right? Okay, well, we can probably keep going, but my voice is getting a little tired, as I said. Reading the story is like a lot of reading, and you have to read every single character. You have the money? What are we talking about? Well, my YouTube chat was, you know, because I'm multi-streaming right now, so my YouTube chat was suggesting that the Sarkaz tentacle monsters would do really well in a book with me. And then I said, like, people keep making these, like, degenerate claims about me being paired with different monsters, etc., but, like, none of them do anything, so... I feel like I would be scared, but, like, no one does anything, so, like, whatever. I deserve what? Oh, I deserve the bonk. So the bot can bonk me over on the YouTube chat, but not on the Twitch chat. Manfred's gonna keep you entertained. Voice acting those soldiers really took it out of you. It's not that. There's literally... I don't know if any of you understand this, right? But, like... So, back in the day, I used to watch, like, Game Grumps. Right? And they literally talked about how they have a vocal coach for speaking for long periods of time. And they do recording sessions maybe like 4 hours at a time or something like that. Like, they have blocked off time where they can do reading and talking and whatever. Right? And then, like, if you're just reading for the entire time, you will get tired. So it's like, if I could take a break every 10 minutes and just, like, stop recording, then it would make reading a lot of stuff easier. The problem is, if you read every single character for, like, an hour straight, like, your voice will get tired. I encourage you to try it yourself. You tried voice acting while playing yourself? I see. Yeah, it's a lot of reading. It gets bad pretty quickly, yeah. Like, talking, focusing on the game, sort of like talking a little bit more, and taking breaks is like a lot easier than literally rapid fire reading a script for like an hour or two. Alright. Oh, are we on highest difficulty? I think so. Might also need to get more water. 927, overcast. Top the wall, Sugmaboro, lawn dominium. There's been a riot at Port 309. Tell the general the patrol squad has sniffed out the rebels. It's not just the rebels, we're exchanging fire with multiple groups. General, can you get us back up? No need. How are we doing? Debugging will take roughly another 15 minutes. You've got 8. We don't have time to spare here. You don't need me to go see what's going on down there? Just a suggestion, of course. You're worried I'll fail? Of course not. When have your plans ever failed? My job is just to make sure we've got fewer unknowns along our path to victory. What? Don't overwork yourself? Don't overwork yourself? We like you fresh for when we eat the chicken thighs? I mean healthy and happy? What the hell? You've already done more than enough, mercenary. Come, stand with me. I need you to see for yourself what is going on beneath these walls before the experiment begins. I just realized if there's going to be artillery guns with all of the civilians at the bottom, that's kind of like... It's kind of like, bruh. Hoider. Lively. How does it compare to the battlefields of Kasdal? It's nothing new. But at least it's not sarcasm on both sides tearing each other apart. Surely you hunted during your time in Kasdal. You're asking if I've been hunting? Us mercs are out in the wilderness all year round. Hunting is how we get fed. And you should understand why I left these ports open. Sometimes, even if your trap is... Oh, sometimes if your trap is obvious, beasts will step right into it because there's no other choice. If it can't find a way out, it'll panic and run wild. That means we've got to expend energy and spread our forces thin to round up all the wild beasts. Sure, that's how things go in the wilds, but there's more to it. Look at the city below us. It is a little more than a concrete wilderness. Who has the confidence to seal off every exit in the wilds themselves? Who can find every nook and cranny in the jungle? Who can secure every last potential hiding spot? I'm certainly not so conceited. So that's why you left a few openings. Focus your attention and wait for the enemies to reveal themselves. That's a pretty efficient way of dealing with it. But it does come with one risk. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, am I right? If I was in your position, I'd do the same thing. Good. If you're capable of leading mercenaries, you're capable of leading the hunt. That's why I'd rather fight alongside you than the relics in this court. By the looks of things, you'll be feasting tonight. Not just the rebels, but Dublin as well. Wait, I've seen that caster before. She came to see you once. Didn't you sign a truce? Not that either of you took it particularly seriously. If you recognize her, then you should also know that people like her don't know when to stop. You've been wanting to eliminate that variable for a while. Oh, I keep forgetting. Not that their voices are particularly different, but... Situation has changed. His Majesty's opus is reaching its conclusion. Kind of like me. I'm reaching my conclusion right now. The theater is too rowdy, it's too easy to overlook an actual threat. We need to keep a closer eye on the dukes out there. Couldn't you just send me to do that? If I wanted her dead, I wouldn't even need you. What's the problem then? The Iron Guards of Wellington. You mean, he hasn't made a move on Londyminium yet? If he's quiet for even a single day, all the nobles outside Londyminium will ask their emissaries, first thing in the morning, whether the Iron Duke has spoken. Okay. Which is why we haven't made an enemy of Dublin so far. Now, though, since she is the one who lost control and took the first step towards violating our agreement, the Sarkaz have no more reason to continue tolerating them. So the commotion down there is just the beginning. Yes, we still need something more decisive to take Dublin out of the picture. More reading. Where the hell did they come from? I don't know, Captain. I haven't seen those weapons or arts before. Also fighting the Sarkaz. Not here to back up the devils? Not that it matters. We'll eliminate everyone who gets in our way. Hey! Give us our guy back. That's you! Oh, familiar face? Too bad I still recognize you after the pummeling I gave you this morning. Look out behind you. People don't just stand around in a fight and wait for you to run up to them swinging. Isn't that why I have you? Don't go too crazy. Remember, we're getting out of here as soon as we secure the target. I know. This just means I gotta punch faster. You're telling me these are the ones who snatched our mark? Don't forget their faces. No, wait a moment. Try to capture one of them alive. I'm sure the leader would be interested to find out what new power has its eyes on Londominium. I really like her stockings, or socks, I guess. Where did these rocks come from? Huh? Stay on your guard. We're still not inside the city yet, and the doctor doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alright, you too! She smashed my construct to pieces with one swing of a hammer. This one, she's just as nasty as that Victorian soldier. I wasn't even trying for that one, though. See how you like this instead? Get out of the way, Siege. Get out of the way, Chief! Chief, get down! Who covered me? Bowling! Did you see who that was? No, there's too much going on. I can't make heads or tails of it. I mean, there's someone else in this fight. Someone besides us, Dublin and the Sarkaz. And they just might be on our side. Captain, the situation isn't looking good for us. Do you think you could bring down this entire wall? The entire wall? I fantasized about it too many times. But not now. We'll still have our chance whenever the leader decides to come. To come! Dun dun dun. You can become. Let's not get too carried away here, and just grit our teeth for the time being. Hear me? Pack your weapons and try not to leave a mess. I don't want that Manfred devil to come knocking on my door ahead of schedule. Four minutes. We'll need 4 more minutes. Or we'll wait for 4 more minutes. As it happens, our men haven't had a chance to do anything fun. Defending a city like Londominium is worlds apart from raiding Lateran caravans in the wilderness. The nice thing about meeting old friends is you don't have to worry about them taking your head. You got nothing to complain about. Don't mistake yourself for one of them. There aren't a lot of mercenaries out there who could stand being locked up in a little courtyard reading books all day. That's your department. I do remember thanking you when you scooped me up and gave me back my sword. Enough! You're not here to share me this drivel. Drivel? Sure, I know. You need mercenaries, and for more than a couple of reasons. Indeed. And you're as good as they come. Dun-dun-dun. Coincidentally, a few more mercenary squads have joined up with us recently, including some of your old acquaintances from the Scar Market. And what mercenaries could resist an offer from the Regent himself? They want more than just the payout from completing a contract or two. When we followed the Regent out of Kazdal, each warrior carried a different weapon, some even wearing armor that belonged to the enemy just a moment ago. But what about now? As you've seen, the factories of Londominium now work day and night to produce weapons and armor for us. Our troops are well regulated and take orders as a unified unit. We are united as never before, and that makes our solidarity stronger than ever. Yes, all of Victoria, no, all of Terra is watching. All according to Regent's calculations. Just a year ago, they scoffed about how Londominium's defenses were impregnable, or I guess they say impenetrable here. They thought we were mercenaries in service to some duke. Profit is no longer the only thing that motivates mercenaries. They're all looking to see what Sarkaz can do. What's a sellsword who's lost interest in selling his sword? We're not asking our compatriots to give up their statuses as mercenaries. They simply found other reasons to follow the Regent. They believe he has created a turning point in the fate of Sarkaz, that we have an opportunity to earn a new identity for ourselves, not just as looters and servants of the powerful. You need a home to have an identity. When the Sarkaz desire war, the Sarkaz become war itself. And when each battle ends, the Sarkaz have a home to return to. This is what the Regent told all the Sarkaz in Londominium. You saw it yourself. That was the first time we met. I asked what you thought about that statement. If you're a fighter who's crawled out of the ruins of Kasdal, how could you say no to that? It was 3 years ago I heard that answer. Since then, you've left that estate and now stand with me. Do you still hold the same belief? Manfred, you've earned my loyalty. And does your left eye still hurt? It's been over a year. It healed a long time ago. I hope you understand. I've never doubted our friendship. Not once since that day. But you know what I'm talking about. The Confessari don't drop their guard around a merc. That's how they look after the Regent. And I am not here to prove my loyalty to anyone. That'd just make me a weaker blade in a fight. So your answer is still no. That's fine too. Sometimes what I need more is a friend. For that, Kasdal must temporarily endure the absence of an officer. We're ready, General. Excellent. Tell the patrol to retreat immediately. Activate the automatic aiming system and enter the long-distance targeting coordinates. Coordinates Sugmaboro, Port 309. Our efforts over the last few months are finally about to bear fruit. Hoderer, will you do the honors? Lieutenant, Dublin looks like they're about to win. That's not the situation, but it's also not what matters. Regardless of who wins, what's important is that they keep each other in check. That's the situation we need. One that allows your people to charge. Charge? Indeed. While they're occupied with us, that's your best opportunity to get out of the city. No. What's on your mind, Robin? Lieutenant, I don't want to leave anymore. But I have to stay. But this might be the only chance you have to leave Londyminium. After the scuffle here today, the Sarkaz will have the gate blocked tomorrow. Conceal your weapons and blend in with the other civilians. Hurry, get going. Hoerder. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to say it. We can't just run away like this. Lieutenant, we can still fight. Do you see that? I just took down a Dublin fighter and injured 2 Sarkaz. This crossbow's pretty crude. It's nothing like the standard issue military crossbows I'm used to. You made it, right? If you even need to make your weapons yourself, don't you also need more men? It's not a question of what I need. If you don't want to leave, I won't force you. I don't want to order another good soldier out of the fight. Not again. Not when she wanted to stay. Lieutenant? But let's set that aside for now. We need to get out of here first. Now's the best shot we're going to get, so if we don't want to move onwards, then fall back with us. Doctor, the Sarkaz troops are withdrawing from the fight. I find it strange that after fighting us to Dublin for so long, the Sarkaz didn't call in reinforcements or start massacring the Dublin forces. That's not how the Sarkaz usually fight. Even the mercenaries that W brought with her into Reunion fought more ferociously than they did. Something's not right. Doctor, have we fallen into a trap? This conflict came about so spontaneously and coincidentally. It's as if someone was trying to corral us all together, and then... Do you think they set all this up for us? Siege says he found other people who were blending into the crowd just like us, and they seem to be on the civilian side. Might they be the ones Sarkaz are after? Yeah, I guess this one. Doctor ordered a retreat. Huh? We're about to complete a rescue, though. There must be a reason behind it. Let's go. Oh, excuse me, Miss Indra, I'm over here. My pants. I still peed in these pants. I haven't gotten a chance to replace them yet today. Thomas? Don't go over there. Oh. Oh, well, he never got a chance to replace his peed pants, I guess. A flash of light suddenly fills everyone's eyes. A scalding wave of heat erupts forth, incinerating almost everything it touches. Though very little solid debris shoots out, the force of the impact reminds survivors how they were only a single step from death. This threat came from above. What just happened? Did we get a bomb dropped on us? A huge crater suddenly appeared in the ground. Thomas, the smoke's too thick. I can't see anything. Indra, Siege told you to stop. Fine, I owe you another one. As long as you get it. Now, hurry, let's get out of here. Damn. He didn't get a chance to replace his peed and pants. How unfortunate. So, we have an effort tile, I think. It doesn't really work. Here? I think like effort here, a low block here. Big blocks here. Some other block right here. Like, Wesker might actually interestingly be kind of okay with this. Because the blocks scale with the enemies, so like... So if there's like 8 enemies attacking Liscard, then her defensive thing will proc a lot. How do I get enough blocks down for this? How much damage does this do? It's enough to kill that. Alright. The big gun does 3,000 true damage. Okay.
There's a mission? I want to go!
Alright, we should put down 2 flag bearers. And perhaps what we're gonna do is not park the big defender back here. We actually probably still want to.
Good scenery here,
We'll figure
Doctor.
it out.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh, go. Narumi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to House Lyria.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh, I have a bunch of 3 blocks. That's kind of a problem, right?
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I guess this means, like, having 2 block guards and stuff is actually, like, kind of important. Because, like, you want to have the 1 blocker kind of focused on. Like, if your deployment order is going to be weird, then you have to, like, you know. Oh wait, this would be kind of interesting. Could I do this? Oh, maybe not. Because, like, the thing's being blocked.
Okay. I have to get serious now.
痛えのか。
状況はお茶の貴様のペースは私が決める。
Right. No ranged units can survive. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's fun, but we need more Flar reading streams. I want to see if Flar can beat his arch rival Book Sama. I don't really understand. Because I don't like reading. It depends on the mood, right? It's like if you put yourself in the headspace to read, it's fine. Right? I just don't generally like reading as a hobby. Or in like games where the focus isn't reading. Like, yeah. Anyways. What happened, little Apple? This chat will burn. Apple, stop being so tiny. The lift fell over. If it had been a little lower, my leg would have... Hold on. I mean, hold on to my construct. You idiot, don't drag me down too. It's hard enough to stay afloat, bringing you bunch with me. You're one to talk, small tits? Bruh. So rude. Captain, thank you. Next time, be smarter about how you run, so you're less of a nuisance. Watch out, Captain! That's an artillery shell? No, it's far more destructive than normal artillery. And it was aimed so precisely at a small area? Manfred, you've been watching us this whole time. Bloody hell, that slimy devil. Alright, everyone stop right here. We don't need to chase after those Sarkas. As for the driver, he's dead. This accursed place. Lieutenant, what is this? How can the city's defense artillery do this? Londondominium's wall defenses were built almost 70 years ago. This is the first time their cannons have been aimed inside the city. Sarkaz going on cutscene in Chapter 10 without being called Devil's Be Like. Not too shabby. Even 10% of its firepower is enough to melt ordinary structures. So this is Londondominium's ultimate defense. That was only an auxiliary cannon. Our weapon experts have said the main guns are able to easily penetrate the armor of any high-speed warship. A weapons expert? Are you talking about the officer from the Defense Forces engineering team? I must thank you for capturing his wife and daughter. Is he still alive? As long as he's of use to the Sarkaz, he will not die. Artillerymen, target lift 11. Shot went wide. Unfortunate. We'll have to improve our accuracy. These cannons were meant to point outward after all. Outwards. Before we entered Londondominium, the defense artillery was aimed at the ductile army outside the walls. When we entered the city under the guise of quelling the Duke's conflicts, they never even once thought to put us in their sights. Does that count as pointing outward? Since the fall of Gaul, the silence of Iberia, a long time has passed without Victoria facing a real external threat. Indeed, which is why His Majesty found this opportunity for us. Such sophisticated weaponry should be put to greater use, rather than sitting here as ornaments adorning the doorway. Artillerymen, activate dynamic target tracking. That's how they're referred to as in the world of Terra, though. Yeah, aren't the Sarkaz, like, normally, like, they're not seen in a very good light? Very good, it's working. We had to spend nearly a whole month to calibrate them. Luckily, they seem to be working well enough.
These weapons put us on the control of everything that enters and exits Londinium. Once all our cannons are in place, oh, excuse me, there will be nowhere to hide under the shadow of these steel walls. How dare you? You're trying to compliment Flower, but don't mind, man. Oh, man. They're not even small. They're just non-existent. Man. Screw you, chat. Dublin seems to be drawing away the artillery fire. Is that a test run? Is their purpose really just to calibrate? No. They're ultimately unconcerned with this port. Lieutenant, what do we do now? Continue to withdraw towards the city. However, the rest of Sugma is no longer safe. The Sarkas are tightening their grip on Londinium. As long as the city's artillery is pointed inward, our lives are in their hands. Unless... What's your plan, Lieutenant? It's nothing. Let's go. We'll talk after we've made our escape. These bloody walls, these bloody cannons. Captain, your contracts got destroyed again. I don't have time for this. Don't just stand there staring. Away with you. Get out of here. Forcing us to run, eh? Mark my words, Manfred. You insult me like this today, I swear I'll... Captain, that one I just saw running off looked rather familiar. The Lupo brunette? Is it her? Get her. Ugh! Be careful, Captain. Ma. Ma. What have you done? I'm protecting you. Run. You still have to find the leader. Fine. You're the 13th. 13th Terran life. I will mark you down in the leader's place. One day I will personally make the Sarkas pay for each and every life. Sorry, Flar didn't want that lie to convince you were sexy. Bruh. Damn, chat just is like so rude today. Unbelievable. After I toiled to read all of this dialogue for you. All I get is small booba, flat-chested. Unbelievable. In general, we've raided Dublin's teams. I saw. But we couldn't find the rebels. Those sly insects. They peeked their heads out for a moment, but they vanished again after I activated the cannons. Could they have been killed already? What do you think? I don't think our job would be that easy. I'm glad you understand. Then did they blend into the crowd? Should we notify the patrol so that they can detain the civilians and continue the search? There's no need. Continue to bombard the port. Oh, and increase the firepower. Increase the firepower? The port's almost completely destroyed. I can't imagine anyone would still be hiding there. They won't ever take this route again. Besides, have you ever seen a Sarkas draw only half his sword? Now that we've begun, why not let them see exactly how large our PP is? You're putting on a show of force for them. You want to cut off their escape and force them to come out. This game of hide-and-seek has gone on long enough. Even if I don't mind waiting, the same cannot be said for His Majesty in the Royal Court. Doesn't matter who it is. If they have a plan, I'd like them to hurry up with it. Kinda nice that Mandragora seems to give a damn about her soldiers. Nice for a character who gets compared to Mephisto. We don't talk about Mephisto. Yeah. Man. Have we I guess we weren't together when we did that chapter, but I was like, man, Mephisto really good at taking rocks down his throat. Am I right, guys? Haha. Really sad what happened to Mephisto. Jesus Christ. Doctor, we don't have anywhere safe to hide. Even if we all took cover under the structure, we'd still be... Children of Ursa still remember?
Yeah. Vulnerable to their artillery blowing us to bits. I've done some rough calculations. If those cannons are fully charged, they'd be able to shoot clean through a standard city plate. This flimsy sheet plate above our heads on the wall that won't stand a chance. Siege, Londoninium's cannons are serious business. This is the first time I've seen them fired off on such a scale. That means they're rolling out the red carpet for us, right? If that were the idea, we would be wiped out 50 kilometers outside the walls. I can't take it anymore. Mia, my drones can't reinforce these plates any further. At this rate, we're gonna get blasted sky high. We need to get out of here. Dublin also scrambled to get away as fast as they could, but they used arts constructs to defend them and left their wounded behind. Oh, why is our luck so rotten? Are we gonna die here? You won't leave a single Londoner behind. Scout team, have you located the artillerymen? Not yet? Whoop. I'm afraid we can't find them. Londoninium's urban defense cannons and this wall looming in front of us have always been a single entity. In other words, we have no way of stopping the barrage if we can't scale the wall or get inside. Yeah. We can't just hide here waiting to die either. Why don't I run out there and try to draw their fire? With my skills, I should be able to buy a few minutes. It's not happening. If you're not letting her do it alone, then let's all go. Settle down, you two. Dagda, have you been hanging around Indra so long that your brain turned to a muscle? Single brain cell. Hey, if it was as easy as getting some live bait out there, would the two of you still be here making a scene? Our armor could maybe take 2 hits from a standard crossbow. Our friends in engineering spent months of hard work trying to make it. If you're going to run out there and get yourself killed, you never should have come to Londoninium in the first place. Alright, I get it. But I swear, I'm not letting anything happen to Vina. We haven't even been home yet. True, there's no point in running. It's too early to be saying that kind of stuff. Yeah, don't death flag yourself immediately, please. Doctor, do you have a plan? The drones. But the drones are low block. The cannon will never focus the drones. That makes sense. What are you mumbling about now, Closure? The doctor's barely said 2 words. But you're acting like you had a whole conversation. Oh, my bad. I just got an idea. Those cannons seem pretty intelligent, and at such a long range, they can't be completely manual. They must have some way of locking onto moving targets near the ground. 1 or 2 guys running around won't be enough to get the cannons off our backs. If I deploy all my drones at once, the targeting algorithm might see them as a higher priority threat than us, the civilians, but there's no guarantee. Well, obviously, I can't promise anything. Closure, the reinforcement failed. The pressure is too great for the drones to withstand. The base plate is going to collapse within 30 seconds. We have no other choice. Let's give it a try. On the doctor's signal, all operators prepare to withdraw. 5, 4, 3, 2, run. Drones. Okay, run everybody, go. Get out of here. We got a huge big artillery blast. We should probably run away. Did it work? Bought us just enough time to move to a structure a few steps away, but this place won't last long either. That was our one shot too. My precious drones have all been reduced to scrap. Even I can't just conjure up another batch. We can't safely move forward or retreat backwards. If we want to escape the cannon fire, we're gonna have to take some risks. I'm sure there's some way around all of this. Heard you needed a guide? Huh? Who's there? Whomst? Miss Countess, I'd like to talk to you. But before that, I'd appreciate it if you could have your people lower their weapons. Who are you? Let's save the introductions for later. Claws, a machete, and this, hammer? Ma'am, your weapon looks plenty brilliant, but I'd appreciate it if you keep it away from my head. Otherwise, this friend of yours might be in danger. Doctor. Huh? Is he talking about me? Not too close now. One more step, and your friend's head becomes a mess on the wall. Mia, the drone. One of the drones wrapped around when we weren't paying attention and it's locked onto the doctor's head. You sure know your stuff, Miss Pointy Ears. To be honest, I'm getting more and more curious about you lot. All hands, weapon down. Or weapons down. There we go, that's nice. Oh, and make sure you get the message to your snipers around the corner too. But they haven't blinked once since I showed up. Do as he says. Lovely! Sir, I hope you believe us when we say that we'd never move to harm a stranger unprovoked, but harm one thread on the doctor's head and I promise you, right here, right now, I don't need a weapon to ensure you never threaten another human being. Right. This place is dangerous enough. Are we seriously going to get blown up before we even start a mission? Right, if we don't want the Sarkis to turn us to dust, we don't have time to be pointing weapons at each other's heads. Listen up, I have an idea. Please come with me, nice and easy. I'm gonna keep borrowing your friend here until we get where we're going. It's not very nice. Sorry, but you don't get a say. Behave yourself and come along with me, my faceless friend. I'm being captured.
Monster.
Alright. It took us 3 hours to make it through 3 stages. Christ. That is a lot of reading. How are we doing? Did I bore anyone to death yet? Damn, y'all are... Oh, I was gonna say y'all are still here, but no, we seem to have gone down, which is understandable. I think that should be it for today, because my voice is dying. Okay. So, if you were here for gameplay, or I suppose the story reading, I'll say thank you so much for watching, thanks for being here. That's gonna be the end of the gameplay, and we're gonna go over to the strategy meeting in just a second. Was any new people here? I forgot to offer Harpy a token. Is Harpy still here? Would they like a token? Oh. Alright, we were gonna do a 10 poll, sorry. Alright. Can we get the thighs lady? That'd be really cool. Do we think? What if we also pulled a horn? Wouldn't that also be cool? The next banner was supposed to be Spalter, which I don't know if I care about. She was like the doll character or whatever. I mean, like, it's only a 10 pull, right? This banner is cursed, I'm telling you. What's cursed about it? Is it cursed because I'm gonna get horn on the first try? That's why it's cursed, right? Oof. Guy, you have a good one. Make sure you drink water. I have been. Been drinking some lemon water. That's all done now. Get her in half a pull. I don't know what that means. Isn't this a 10 pull? We have a 10 pull, right? Alright, how'd we do? Ah, god damn it. Rainbow? Nope. Oh, it's all the way at the end. Konnichiwa! Alright. Alright. But did we get thighs though? Hibiscus? Alright, get out of here. We need to watch all the polls. Because if we watch all the polls, that means we're gonna get what we want, right? Konnichiwa! Cardigan alter when? It'll be Warfarin, you're following it? Please no. Hello, Indigo. Okay. Alright, get out. Catapult? I never noticed that her shirt said love and peace. Right. I wasn't counting the polls
You must be
either.
the
Oh,
doctor.
hello,
Call
Myrtle.
me Myrtle. Myrtle of Durin. Durin said I could get a job here, so what have you got for me? I may be small, but I'm tough.
You are one block, Myrtle. Don't pretend to be tough. Oh, it's Chestnut. I have no idea who you are or what you do, but you're new. He likes gemstones. Got it.
バニラと申します。訓練生として
Okay.
ここで勉強さ
Are
せ
we
ていただきま
close?
す。
He's a medic that cures elemental damage. I see. Interesting. How close are we?
スカベンジャーだ。
Ah, hello, Scavenger.
汚い仕事は任せてくれ。
Doesn't she like have an outfit
と一緒だ。
right now?
金さえ払ってくれればいい。
That, and it's like, man, I really want that outfit, but I don't use Scavenger. 5-star.
わらわは
God damn it, Warfarin.
血液学が専門の医師だ。ヒーリングアーツでのサポートもそうだが、血液学で
But I wanted the thighs. No. I'm so sad. You don't have any random polls around. Yeah, I mean, it's like a, well, I guess it's not a 50-50, but like, you know. Can we get more polls? There's some single polls. Okay, hold on a second. We must result to peasantry. I don't think we buy the yellow certificate because we don't have a lot. Well, I guess we only have the one poll. Annihilation will give you 3 polls. Yeah, but that means I have to do it. You know. Oh, spot. Hit people while they're down? Get out of here. While? As in, like, the existential question, why? What are these? I didn't even know I had these. That wasn't what she said? I see. Okay. Well, we tried a 10 poll. There was nothing in it. Can't you buy 5 times 100 for random? What? No, right? Wait, what? Go to the shop? What am I going to? Certificate? Oh, I could buy these, right? Oh, intelligence certificate. Oh, I could buy a bunch of Arundum from this. How much is that? 5,500? Oh, that's another temple. Hey! That's pretty good. Alright. So clearly she was just in the next bag, right? Right? Like, you know. If they're not in the first bag, that just means they're in the second bag, right? Thank you, Rav. Good suggestion. I like spending Arundum pulling for units that I never level up. That's not Copium Apple, it's the truth. When they're not in the first bag, that means they're in the second bag. Is that not normally what happens? How many people have been like, oh, they're just in the next bag? Like, it's super easy. Right? Do we have any believers in chat that they're just in the next bag? I have done like 3 hours of reading today. Where is my recourse? we reading and pulling stuff today? Well, we're almost done. But also welcome, Eric's. Yeah, we're basically wrapped up today. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Players expecting a reward after reading be like... I do not identify as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. You're getting Mudrock instead, kick W? I mean, like, I don't know if I'm getting anything, but from what I remember, if they're not in the first bag, they're in the second bag. Wait, do I have the thing? Wait, hold on a second. I think I know what will help. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? This one? No, is it this one? Oh, it's that one. Alright, guys. We did it. I know exactly how I'm supposed to get this. All we have to do is T-pose on the banner. Are we ready? Did we do it? Alright, if we T-pose together, if we just T-pose on it, then we should get the unit that we're trying to get, right? Where should I T-pose? Where am I supposed to be T-posing? Is this good enough? Should I T-pose on chat? If I T-pose... If we T-pose directly in the middle of the screen, then that should be good enough, right? T-pose on these nuts? Yeah, that's right, that message got hidden. You dummy. Alright, if we T-pose... Oh. If we T-pose like this, we should get the unit we want. I think that's how it works. If you're wondering why this looks scuffed, it's because of this. Alright. With the power of T-posing. Big 6-star pull. Boop. Yup. It's that easy, folks. All you have to do is T-pose on it. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of 5 stars. Alright. It's Thighs Lady! Oh, hold on a second, we have to move aside. We're gonna keep T-posing because we're also gonna look down on it. Alright. We're gonna continue T-posing. Because we need to channel the power of the T-pose. It kinda looks like I'm suspiciously touching this lady, and I don't know where to put myself where I am not suspiciously putting my hands near this lady. Like this? You feel intimidated? Good. I knew exactly what I had to do in order to get the 6-star that I wanted. Can you T-pose upside down? No, that would reverse the power. We don't want to reverse the polarity of our T-posing power. We haven't pulled the 6-star yet, so we need to keep T-posing. Hello, Pop Card. Good job. Good job for existing Pop Card. Alright, 4-star. Great, get out of here, dog. That's great, get out of here, Gray. 5-star. Warfarin! Alright, very good. The T-posing is a cheat code? Absolutely. Okay. Yep. Next. Susuro. Apparently this unit's supposed to be good. Next. 4-star. Gravel. Good job, Gravel. Prepare for the salt. No, guys, come on. It's really easy to pull 6 stars. I still don't care about you. Not this one. Guys, remember, I need all of you to be T-posing as well. I just realized Cardigan has shorts. That's so cute. It's adorable. And before off banner. Is nobody T-posing with me? Are you all against me for T-posing? How dare you? Look at me putting in all my effort to pull this unit, and y'all are just like, T-pose? More like B-pose. Now let me show you how powerful I am. Look. Fuck! God damn it. No! I'm so sad. I pulled my T-pose out and everything. God damn it. Well,
新しい名前はサム
now I'm sad.
この子はモルテ
Yeah, get out of here, Susuro. Or not Susuro, the other one. Ah, god damn it. Well, we tried our best. We can't afford another 10 pull, right? But, you know, it's funny, because, like, I didn't actually want the horn, you know, copium. But we were definitely trying to pull Rock. Because... Now, I was going to say, regrettably, I'm going to change this, but I think what we can do is... Where... Oh, she's a caster, right? Wait, how do I... Oh, it's over here. So what does this unit even do? I was just distracted by her thighs. Right up is a lie? It is. Check search shop and do a token exchange? I don't know if we have enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got Rock. I don't even know what she does. But she has good thighs. And that's what's important. Controls a drone that deals arts damage. When the drone attacks the same enemy, its damage will increase. Okay. Oh, is she like what is she like Click? Is she like Click? She like deploys a drone and does stuff? Cause that's pretty cool. Mechcaster? Yeah. Click Golden Glow and Kara? Oh, I didn't know that there were other versions of this caster. Anyways. There's no way we have enough for another pull, right? Yeah, there's no way that's enough. Alright. So... I think I'm gonna keep T-posing because it's funny. But, yeah, for everyone who wanted to watch me, suffer, thanks. Y'all suck. Okay. For everyone who decided to stick around, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm actually gonna quickly use the, flag bearer's room, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna work on the tavern for a little bit. I wanted to put some time aside to work on it, but maybe I don't have to do it on stream. I don't know. Do people want to watch me work on the tavern, or could also just go, right? I maybe would prefer to just go, now I think about it. But what we should do, in which case, if I'm gonna do that,
今のドクターの姿を見てると
god damn it.
ロドスの事務所にこもって
The dialogue.
あの
Why?
日々を思い出すんだ日差しカードゲーム仲間たち
Cardo Gameu.
はあ懐かしいな
Let's open the strategy meeting. Maybe I'll just quickly do the strategy meeting and then I'll work on it off stream. Did I get distracted again before I did the sign off? I think I did. So for everyone who was taking off, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching me read and suffer. Nice arms. Yeah, there's a few problems with them, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. We are playing more Arknights tomorrow. Oh goodness. The poor Stinger fell thing. Very unfortunate. Yeah, so this is the wonderful Tavern of House Lyria. I just realized that the strategy meeting thing is on the top left right now. But should have T-posed upside down. Honestly, that might have been what we needed. So I still got a lot to do in this tavern. A lot of different stuff to have to do. But We finished Prey yesterday. That was fun. And then we read some Arknights today. If you enjoyed me reading Arknights, I'll be reading more Arknights tomorrow. And, I'm gonna be real. I do hope we can get to playing more stages, because the stages that we did clear were like, you know, they weren't too difficult. And it feels kind of weird to like have to read a lot of story, and then it's like, okay, now we're gonna like work on a stage for a little while, and it's like, no, we just clear it. And after doing recon, I think we cleared every stage. So, you know. Not sure if you can call those puny things arms. What do you mean? They're normal arms. What is wrong with you? Never know, it could be hidden muscle. I don't think I have a whole lot of strength, I'm gonna be real. All of my stats got put into this. The hips. That's where all the stats got put. So, anyways. Tomorrow we're playing more Arknights. I feel like I wanted to work on the tavern on stream, but I also feel like I'll get more work done if I work on it off stream. So I think I'm gonna work on it off stream. I think that's what I've decided. Just because like I want to actually get it done. I don't want to be like distracted or like not talking or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. We're doing more Arknights tomorrow, so please look forward to that. It's fun as always to be able to actually play the game. And hopefully we'll learn more about, I guess, artillery shells tomorrow. So, see you later, everybody. Goodbye. Have a good one. Bye. Goodbye.